Well, hello and welcome everybody. Hope that you're good. A new season of Might and Mastery has kicked off yesterday technically, but the new event is beginning today, introducing Cubfu through the special research, not just for the season, but in addition a paid ticket one for an extra Dynamax one, and Shiny Charcadet has been added to the egg pools. That's right, there's multiples of them. So we'll have a look at today's event and see what we can do. But let's begin with claiming our final background Tepig that is still not a shiny and still god-awful. But as always, a big thanks to Pokemon GO Hub. So have a look at this event and see what is up. So it runs for about 5 or 6 days. It runs through until the end of Monday, which is fantastic. March the 10th, 8 PM in local time. Half hatch egg distance is active until you complete the free timed research. Then it goes down to quarter egg distance, which is honestly really solid, and I like that there's an incentive to do the research. Obviously, Cubfu and its 2 forms of Urshifu are available. Shiny Charcadet dropping from the eggs, although anybody who's played the Generation 9 games knows Shiny Charcadet is awful. Literally, the eye and the flame from the eye are the only things that change color, and that is the same for the evolutions. The other interesting thing, of course, is the field research task, which I really want to have a crack at because there's one Pokemon that eluded us over the course of Unova Gothita, and it is featured in this event through field research and in raids, but we won't be raiding for it. So explore 2 kilometers or hatch an egg can give you either a Gothita, a Solosis, or a Sinistea. That's right, Sinistea is back. Actually, note to you all, Fido, as you might have seen, is actually back in the wild, which is fantastic. I love that. Win 2 raids is going to give you one of the actual 3-star raid bosses available. So there's Hisuian Typhlosion, Sableye, and Alolan Raichu. All of these can be shiny. The max battles get a shake-up, and of course we're going through the Gigantamax battle guides on the channel in the coming days, so keep your eyes peeled for those if you want some tips and tricks on taking down these Generation 1 starter G-Max mons. And here is the paid research, the Fuzzy Fighter. Now I don't want to go through it here with you. You can check out the Pokemon Go article if you want to have a little spoiler alert. There is the free one, the Might and Mastery, that apparently is season long, but it's only 5 stages, so God knows how they're going to space that one out. But Fuzzy Fighter, I don't think is time gated. Hopefully. Catch 30, collect 500 max particles, and spin 10 stops. What we're going to do is activate the good old Go++, and we will try and be sensible on this, because regularly I tend to collect my max particles before the event begins. Thankfully, I haven't done that today. Of course, with a new season means there's new seasonal spawns, there's new seasonal eggs, there's new seasonal research, and it's going to be a nice little exploration to see what is available. In fact, the PowerUp March ticket is almost done. So what I did want to do is max out a Kyurem. In fact, we have 20 of the black and the white collectively. So what we're going to do is this background fused shiny. We're going to power that one up. In fact, you know what? Let's not beat about the bush. Let's burn it all the way up to level 50. Why not? Another level 50 Kyurem. Let me know your thoughts and feelings of this season and what is potentially in the lineup, because over the next 3 months we've got the Dynamax Gen 2 Beasts coming with Raikou next weekend. We have Combat Classic for Totodile. We have Fuecoco this Saturday, which is awesome. We have G-Max starters returning. Gigantamax Machamp in the lineup. There are some other events going on. Festival of Colors and Deep Depths as well, which introduces a new shiny and then a new Pokemon. Should we have a look at those quickly? So first up, I'm not going to go straight into all of the information about these events, but the return of Shiny Smeargle after 2 whole years. That's right, March 23 was the last time Smeargle was available as a shiny through those snapshots. But Shiny Bruxish is coming with this event that begins on March the 13th, which is the Thursday. Bruxish is coming off of Incense more frequently. Incense lasts for 2 whole hours per item, and lure modules last for 3 hours, so a really nice boost on those items. So that looks like a quality event. And then Deep Depths is showcasing Clauncher. I really hope there's a shiny boost on Clauncher because I need that shiny. Really do. But also Nickit, the Generation 8 Fox Pokemon, which is about as urban a UK Fox Pokemon as you can get, really. That's March the 19th through to the 24th. Increased chance to encounter shiny Clauncher. That is a fantastic shiny. A lot of people will be chasing it. We're going to try and play this event alongside of what the research is requiring us to do. I think let's get on to that, but I do have a nice warm coffee waiting for me. A big thanks as always to every single person over on the Patreon squad, who are immensely awesome people, many of whom we've seen over the last 2 weekends, both in LA and here for Global. You guys are the people who continue to make this whole thing a possibility. So thank you so very much indeed for your generosity and your extra support. Before we start diving into all the research and everything today, there are 2 thanks to give. Firstly, to Batman Texas, who gifted us the March PowerUp Ticket, which is going to be a monthly purchasable thing. Really appreciate your generosity on that one. It gives premium battle passes and things like that, which is great. And the biggest of thanks for the extra Cubfu research, which we talked about, to Jutta winner over in Australia. Thank you so very much for your generosity on that one. And it means that whatever the Cubfu is, doesn't matter what the IVs are, it's going to be named after you. So thank you so very much for gifting those tickets to us. Well, let's crack on with them, shall we? We're hitting some Dynamax battles over the course of today, obviously, mainly because my max particle storage is full. Maybe green, no it's not green, and really awful, dear God. But I did actually want to drop the Daily Adventure Incense for a chunk of today, because we've recouped some Stardust, thankfully, thanks to those 10km eggs. And oh dear, it's the 10-10-10. It actually can't get any worse. But it is indeed a Tyrant nest in Walpole, if anybody cares. It's really nice seeing a little variety in the spawns now. Let's just whack everything in the incubators for now, because we will unlock quarter egg distance soon enough, I think. Let's endeavour to get that done ASAP. We need to hatch some eggs, complete some more tasks. I need some raids. Quagsire, Zapdos might be a better bet. Shadow Wobbuffet. 500 max particles. Stage 1 of Fuzzy Fighter. Okay, it's a bear Pokemon from that com day all the way back in 2022. I think that's the only com day ever where Mark, Ian and I have all picked up a Shundo on the com day of the same Pokemon. Claim an Incense back and some Pineapps and some Dust. Explore 5, power up a fighting Pokemon 10 times. Thankfully we have something that's worthy of actually putting some dust into. Daily Incense down, and I'm going to put a little bit of Roar of Time on. Fingers crossed for G-Bird. Just like JT. I think first up's Inkay. Why? I knew that turning my microphone on would be a good idea, and also actually turning myself online in the game. Thank you very much to Robert and Katz, I believe it is, over in Australia. This will tick off one of the 3 raids we need, and it's a Moltres. Could have been pink, but we leveled up. Nice. The birds get a raid hour for 2 weeks. We're streaming one today, and we'll stream one next week. That was a first ball catch with a pathetic throw. Nice work, Milo. Moltres dropped 1 rare XL candy. I thought it was only meant to be raid hour where that happened, but perhaps it's because we remoted into the raid hour in Australia. And very quickly 3 gifts sent. 1000 dust and an encounter with a Krogunk. Yes, it's definitely Australian raid hour right now, or at least maybe an aftermath. Thank you again. 2091. This is the last remaining Kanto bird I need a hundo of. Not that we're going to chase it terribly hard, I've got to be honest, after Go Tour, but it's not shiny. That's fine. This is actually quite a good return of the raid bosses, to be honest. Anybody who doesn't have enough candy for their Dynamax Kanto birds, you can kind of stock up on some candy over the next 2 weeks or so. They should be fairly easy to raid. They are easy duos, all of them, Moltres particularly. That was, yeah, awful. But thank you very much for the invite. Have we got more eggs? Oh, the eggs should go off any moment. There we go. New eggs. Could have Charcadet in them. Most likely won't, but that's how we roll with Psyduck in 2Ks. Dwayne will be immensely happy, because it seems to hatch a lot. And Litleo, there we go. I could pretend to be excited, but I would be doing a barefaced lie. Anyway, that is hatching an egg, so we need one more raid. And right now it's looking like a Quagsire might be the tempting thing. Ooh. That's 40 minutes though, wait. Never in all my years did I think I would actually do that raid boss. But we have. We've got 1370, and he actually completes another field research. Obviously, Quagsire cannot be shiny, but there's the catch. Ticks it off. That's wonderful news. The free time research is here. You get to claim all of this good stuff and get an encounter with something, hopefully decent. A Charcadet that could have been shiny, actually. Is that the first ever field research task level 15 Charcadet? It's actually a really lovely day today. Sun shines out, it's quite nice and warm. 297 is just, of course, awful. That is the free time research, so we now have access to quarter egg distance. We've explored 3 kilometers finally, so we've got Might and Mastery, stage 1 done with the kind of free rewards and everything. So the first encounter shall be the Dynamax Kubfu of 700 CP. It's awesome to have this, I don't know, is it mythical or legendary from Generation 8? I'm not so sure. It's all a learning experience, isn't it? But 700 CP, hopefully it's not too much of a faff to catch it. That's our first Cubfu, and it's going to break out. While we fight this, it's worth saying, obviously, that Urshifu has the 2 forms. It has Single Strike and Rapid Strike. If you want to immediately have 2 versions of Dynamax Cubfu that you could evolve, buying the $8.99 ticket is going to be the method to do so. But I would err on the side of caution of that, because it's a case of you pay for the kind of have it now function. Remember how things work in this game. Everything makes a return. You pay for it to get it now, but you probably will find out that we'll get it later on in the pipeline. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, don't really know. Time for the Pokédex of Cubfu. Awesome to have it added to the Galar region. It's probably trash, isn't it? Yep. trash. Why is every research thing for me utter garbage? Honestly, it's so irritating. But it's cool to have a Dynamax thing, actually, of it. Win 3 raids. Oh, for crying out loud again. I'm sure we can do that, but we do have the PowerUp Ticket to claim, with a lot of Stardust for stage 2 and some particle packs and some dust as well. Fantastic. 5 2K eggs. May there be a Charcadet potential in here, but 2 kilometer eggs seem to be the ones with the rarest drop rate. Better off going for those 10s, but right now, those 10s ain't dropping at all. Oh dear, duckless. Stage 3 of the PowerUp Ticket, which is lovely, so more passes. Win a raid, defeat 3 rockets. There is one field research task which was previously pretty terrible, but now it looks like it's really, really good. Catch 7 different species of Pokemon. Can give you either Sandygast, quality shiny, fairly new, or Clauncher. We got a G-Zapdos! Oh my god, it's not shiny. 550 CP, non-boosted. We haven't had a G-Bird in a hot minute, actually. Right, do we tab out? I vote yes. The good old trusty Go Hub article, a non-boosted Zapdos of 550. No chance. But unfortunately, you can see that there's a whole range of CPs. If you see that CP at that level, non-boosted, it's a guaranteed hundo. Oh, don't reset, thank God for that. We're gonna have to time the throw to perfection and botch it completely. What happened there? 1 roll and gone. Oh dear, oh dear. Do have a Spinder task. It's not green. Sinisty done. We got there with like 2 minutes left on the raid. So last year, towards the end of last year when this got released. So good to see it back. It's in field research finally, which is lovely to see. And obviously you still need to chase for the 400 candy antique. Is it? It's a standard phony. 2K eggs and the 5. Charcadet, nice. Could be a hundo, still need a hundo Charcadet. There's a Litleo, come on. A Psyduck. And the 5 is a Kamala. Still need that shiny, really. All the researchers needs to be claimed. Might and Mastery is obviously the free stuff, so let's get that claimed with the win 3 raids. We need to completely get 25 Cubfu candy for that. And surprise, surprise, that is now time gated, so we have to wait probably until the end of the month, or maybe even until April to unlock stage 3. But Fuzzy Fighter, let's get our Great Balls, the Silver Pineapples, and an encounter with a Teddy Ursa. So it's all going to be bear-focused Pokemon, which is obviously thematic. 10 berries, win 3 more raids. Come on. Thank you again, Batman of Texas. We can claim all of this beautiful Stardust and the Silver Pineapples and our 2 passes and 10k dust, which is very nice. So that is the PowerUp March ticket done. You know sometimes how you look at your friends list and you see somebody in a raid and think, what the bloody hell are you doing? I'm one of those people today. Just taken down a Solosis, which was actually preceded by a Shadow Nidoran male. Genuinely, there are like no decent raids around at the moment, so it's a case of let's get the research done and dusted. It's a huge testy. Let's get that quick caught, shall we? And on the grand scheme of things, we have hatched one thing recently. A good old hundo Inkay came from a 5 kilometer egg, so we have hatched something of some moderate value today. That raid finally ticks off stage 3 of the research, so we get more Cubfu candy, some Ultra Balls, which I am in desperate need of, and a Tyrogue. Okay, is that our first ever research Tyrogue? Quite possibly, because I don't like Tyrogue. I don't like the whole Hitmon family. 15 different species, power up a dark type Pokemon, and 5 Rocket Grunt, or member peeps. I would power up the Hundo Inkay usually, but we're going on the cheap side of things, so let's just power up this like level 10 or whatever it is, Inkay. And actually we have 2 power up 10 research tasks, which previously gave me Persimmon, but these can also give you Mindfu, which is actually really valuable because I still need that shiny. Couldn't get head and tail of it over Unovator just gone. Is there any Team Rocket anywhere? Of course not. I just want to get the research done for the video. Oh, there's one in the far distance, but it's probably going to despawn. Right, let's get those Rocket Grunts done. Let's restock on the eggs. We've got a G Articuno on white screen. Please, oh no. Second G-Bird today though, which is fan-freaking-tastic. 2687, that's a high CP, but it's not boosted. 2667 would be the preferred number, but unfortunately, it's gonna have to be a case of a Golden Raz and Ultra Ball, because there's a Team Rocket Grunt over there. I have no idea when it's gonna despawn. That was awful. I've really lost my touch. 1 roll, 2 roll, no magical second opportunity. See you later, sunshine. I deserve that, it was a terrible throw, but this is the final grunt that we need for the research, and thank God we got here in time. Obviously, I'm aware, and I'm sure some of you will be thinking this, is that this is a season-long research. I am blitzing it inside of half a day, which is completely unnecessary, but I'm doing it for the sake of the content. Realistically, you can take your sweet time. It's available until June the 3rd at 9:59 AM your local time, the research. As long as you've purchased that paid research before March the 10th disappears, hopefully Stage 5 might be auto-completed. I have a suspicion it won't be. Is this trash? Love it. Is some golden razzes and more Cubfu candy and an encounter with the Cubfu. Trash. What's new, frankly? We get one more battle pass and the 5 rare candy. Oh my god, there is. Earn 5 candies exploring with your buddy. Level up a max move though, and 2 excellent throws. Okay. Having white Shundo Kiwi Steve as our buddy is possibly not the best plan. That's unlocking a max move, but maybe leveling one up. There we go, you actually have to level it up, so that's completed. Might as well record these eggs. It's 1-5, but 3 12s. Could have potentially something good in them. I'd hope for a Hundo Strudel, to be honest, or a Shundo Pawniard, but that's not gonna happen, clearly. And then 5 is the Kamala. No, 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 and no. Of course, the next hatch is a shiny. That's just the way things go. It was a shiny Bonsley, people, which is something I haven't seen in a long time. So a 2k egg provided the sparkles today. Just pray it's going to be a Shundo. 715 is not a Shundo, but it's a shiny for the day. Fantastic, I guess. Shame it wasn't the Charcadet for the sake of good old-fashioned content. I'm now worried about not filming any egg hatches again, but 110. Oh my days, that's the worst thing that could have possibly popped from an egg at all. Goodbye. At long last done off, or as it turned out, 2.5k. 5 candies with walking with your buddy. We get some more Cubfu candy and the Pancham. This is our second Cubfu of the day. And yes, you can, if you want to, blitz the research just by raiding anything and getting the rockets done. Feel free to take your time on it if you get the paid research. Let's see, but we get some XL candy for Cubfu, and hopefully it's a lot better than, oh my god, it's 1 CP higher. So after all of that, hatch eggs, do a million billion raids, including a Solosis, and all of this jazz, we get a Cubfu that is 1 CP higher than the free one. I hope your RNG on these Cubfus is a lot better than mine, let's just say that, but typically my special research kind of Pokemon are typically awful. There we go, no second Pokedex. You can see it's still a 2-star. I'm not sure if you're able to trade them. I think they're either legendary or mythical, but if you can trade them, that would be something at least. Double Cubfu day video, and that means we have that research completed and there's nothing else left to do today because I'm done hatching these eggs. 1 Hundo for the day, which is really cool. And no extra Nundo, but that is rather fantastic. So let me know your thoughts and feelings of this new season with the new events that are kicking off. Good luck on your Cubfu. Good luck on getting the Shiny Charcadet. Again, not a rush on that one. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for sticking around for more Pokemon Go content. And of course, check out one of these 2 videos on your screen here. They are highly recommended by me, and any other content on the channel is a good one too. So stick around with me. I hope to see you all in the next one. Do take care.